welcome back to FragVision. Today we're talking about the merger mania that's been going on in the exchange space. Two particular deals have caught the eye of the media. Firstly, there was the tie-up between the London Stock Exchange and Canada's TMX Group, and then we had the even more impressive deal between NYSE Euronext and Deutsche Börse. But what's really behind these deals? What's the commercial imperative? Why are they all happening now? And more importantly, what's the impact on market structure, given that so much of the regulatory push has been pro-competition rather than against it? For the people involved in putting these deals together, it's all about this: scale, creating the global equivalent of a financial multi-asset supermarket, with cash equities trading down aisle number one, derivatives, FX, fixed income, and even an OTC boutique somewhere in the corner. The financial rationale is just as simple too. Faced with increasing domestic competition, the national exchanges have decided what they need to do is to bulk up and get bigger. And by getting bigger, they're able to offer economies of scale, and more importantly, deeper and more diverse liquidity to their customers in their bid to create the ultimate one-stop shop. On top of this, these new super exchanges should be able to offer greater efficiency of capital through margin offset, and also be able to target new products and services to the customers that walk in through the door. And of course, they will try and target these customers with new products, especially those that they own the IPR in, such as derivatives, because they can generate higher fees on these types of products. So why is it that these deals are all happening now? Well, in many cases, it's either the direct impact or the threat of fragmentation that has driven these exchanges to put aside their nationalistic tendencies and seek international cooperation instead. And of course, it's ironic that in their bid to break up the national monopolies of exchanges, the regulators seem to have created global ones in their place. And in fact, the regulators are looking at these deals very carefully. But the thing they have to understand is that in today's world of global financial markets, the concept of a national stock exchange is completely dead. So what does this mean for the investment manager when they're doing their daily or weekly trading run? Well, for one thing, if the exchanges can deliver on these economies of scale, then I should be able to enjoy much lower fees when it comes to checking out at the end of the day. But of course, there's also the issue of transparency, and that's something the regulators are going to be looking at, particularly because so many of them will be involved in each of these sprawling new super exchanges. And of course, finally, I want to make sure that I'm not being discounted products that may not actually be good for my long-term financial health. So maybe big isn't always beautiful after all. And those people that have been writing off the smaller alternative community are possibly being a bit premature. In particular because it's these new alternative venues that have provided much of the innovation in markets, particularly in terms of products and of course pricing. And they have the support explicitly of the HFT community, who want to see as many different venues as possible so they can arbitrage between them. And of course the banks and brokers want to make sure that they have options available in case these new super exchanges get a little bit too big for their own good. One thing's for absolute certain though, you're going to see more mergers and acquisitions in the space, and to my mind you've either got to be really small, niche and focused, or absolutely huge.